was very happy to be born. It was a beautiful day outside. There were birds singing and the sun was shining. The lamb skipped around the field with its mother close by, but there was one thing that worried her. Her little lamb was getting too big for the hutch they had to live in. As soon as it was built, the hutch was perfect for a little baby lamb like you. But now, you're all grown up and it is time to think about moving out and living on your own. Of course, Mama Lamb wanted what was best for her little lambkin. She just wished he could find a nice place to live on his own before winter came. Now, Mama Lamb and Papa Lamb didn't live on a farm, but they did have some very nice neighbors. They lived right next door to a kind old woman who always gave them extra hay when they needed it and scratched their heads whenever she saw them. But Mama Lamb knew she couldn't ask the old woman for help. If she asked, she'd have to explain that her son had nowhere to go, and that was just too embarrassing for her. So she decided to look around the neighborhood herself. Maybe she'd be able to find something before her son noticed how small their house was. She walked past Mrs. McTavish's house. Mrs. McTavish had 38 cats and not enough food to feed all of them, even if she tried. So Mama Lamb knew that wouldn't be any good. And then she stopped by the bakery, but it was too hot in there and there was flour everywhere. A lamb with sensitive skin like little lambkin would never be able to stay there. The same went for Mr. Grumbly's lumberyard. It was dusty and noisy and there were saws everywhere. One wrong move and little lamb could cut himself. And as she walked along, Mama Lamb started to feel bad. Why hadn't she asked for help sooner? Now, little lamb was all grown up and it was nearly winter. Where was she going to find a new house for him in such a short amount of time? She walked on, tears welling up in her eyes. Meanwhile, little lamb had no idea his mother was looking for a new house for him. He was playing with his friends, a little squirrel named Squeaky and a chipmunk named Chubby. "You too want to play hide and seek?" little lamb asked. "Sure," Chubby replied. "You count to 10 with your eyes closed and we'll go hide." "Okay." Little lamb closed his eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then he opened his eyes and started looking for his two friends. But they were nowhere to be seen. "Where are Squeaky and Chubby?" Little lamb called out. "I'm over here," squeaked a familiar voice. Little lamb looked up and saw Squeaky in the hollow of an old tree. "Thank goodness you're okay," little lamb said, trotting over to the tree. "But where's Chubby? Chubby, are you around here somewhere?" Little lamb looked all around, but his friend was nowhere to be seen. Then he noticed a small hole in the ground near the tree, and coming out of the hole was the cutest little chipmunk he'd ever seen. "Are you lost?" little lamb asked. "Nope, this is my home. I live in the burrow with my mom and dad," the little chipmunk replied proudly. "Well, that sounds nice," little lamb said. "But don't you think you should be getting home soon? Winter's coming, and it's gonna get cold out at night." "Uh-oh, I completely forgot," the little chipmunk said, looking down at his feet. "I've been playing with you two so long, I didn't realize how late it was getting. My mom's gonna be so mad. Look, you can come and stay with me until your mom comes to find you. My mom will keep you safe," the little lamb said. "Oh, thank you, little lamb. That's very kind of you," the little chipmunk said. "Let's go." Just then, little lamb's mother came trotting over to him. She was so relieved to see that he was okay. Then she noticed the other two lambs and asked, "Did you two get lost?" "No, we were playing," little lamb replied. "And this is my friend Chubby. His mom's looking for him, so could he please come stay with us?" "Sure," Mama Lamb said, trying not to sound annoyed. "You can stay as long as you like. Just try not to get into too much trouble." "Okay, okay," little lamb said. Then he turned to his mother and asked, "Mom, do you think Chubby could stay with us forever?" "What do you mean?" Mama Lamb asked. "Well, I want him to be my best friend forever," little lamb replied. "Oh, I'm sure you'll stay best friends for a while," Mama Lamb said. "But winter's coming and I do think Chubby's burrow is warm enough for the both of you, so you'll have to let him go back home when it gets too cold." "That's true," little lamb said, hanging his head low. He didn't want to lose his best friend, but he knew his mother was right. Then he looked up at her with a big smile and asked, "But can he come back again next year?" "Sure," Mama Lamb replied, smiling back at him. "You two can play together all you want next year. But for now, why don't we all go home? It's getting dark." And on the way home, they all snuggled up together for warmth. As they walked through the tall grass, little lamb realized how lucky he was to have such caring parents and great friends. Even though he was scared about winter coming, he knew he would be okay. And that's all that mattered. The end.